At the Portsmouth site, demolition has begun on the largest of the three gaseous diffusion process buildings, the X-333. Construction began on the massive building in 1952 and took over 3 years to complete. Uranium enrichment operations took place at the site first to support the nation's nuclear weapons program and in later years for commercial nuclear reactors. The two-story structure covers 33 acres, which is 66 acres of floor space under roof. In comparison, 25 football fields could fit on each floor. The X-333 Process Building operated in conjunction with the X-330 and the X-326 process buildings in a cascade for uranium enrichment. As the entry point for all feed material into the cascade, the X-333 Process Building contains the largest process gas equipment of the three process buildings. The large converters in the X-333 building are 2 times larger than the same equipment in the X-330 building and 8 times larger than the smallest converters recently removed from the X-326 building prior to its demolition. The building featured concrete foundations and floors, but due to the weight of the combined enrichment equipment and piping in the cascade, it required 36,000 tons of structural steel framing. The exterior siding consisted of sheets of corrugated cement asbestos siding called transite, bolted to that steel structure. Before demolition could begin on the X-333, crews worked inside the building to complete the deactivation of the facility. Deactivation involved taking more than 130,000 radiological assessments over 208 miles of piping, disconnecting and segmenting the 626 massive uranium enrichment converters, and disposing of about 7,000 cubic yards of deactivation debris in the on-site waste disposal facility. Demolition planning utilized lessons learned from the successful X-326 process building deactivation and demolition, including site-wide air modeling and air monitoring measurements to ensure safety of the workforce, the community, and the environment. In order to provide dust suppression, water and fixatives are applied before, during, and after the demolition. Removal of the asbestos-containing transite siding is the first step in the demolition process. Each exterior building panel must be carefully removed to meet environmental regulatory requirements. More than 15,000 panels will be removed one at a time, wrapped in bundles, and disposed of in the OSWDF. Once the transite has been removed, crews will begin using large excavators and shears to demolish the building in sections. The specialized equipment was commissioned and built specifically for the demolition of the massive X-333 structure. The large shears weigh more than 56,000 pounds, have a jaw opening of 54 inches, and a depth of shear of 56 inches. The large shears are also necessary to size reduce the large steel components, columns, large piping, and valves that will be removed during demolition. Because of the size of the shear, a modified excavator is needed to handle it. This excavator will also allow the shear to reach a height of at least 85 feet to demolish the upper portions of the structure. Demolition will be completed in reverse order of the original construction of the building. Construction was completed to support the stages of the uranium enrichment process within the building. Stages were grouped into cells, and cells were grouped into units. The X-333 process building housed 80 cells. The shears are used to tear out each of these cells and downsize the debris for disposal in the on-site waste disposal facility. While the building is being demolished, water is sprayed continuously to suppress dust during the project. Runoff water from the dust suppression mist during the demolition is also captured in a water detention system and treated for all the contaminants of concern in our water treatment system. Demolition of the X-333 is planned to take approximately 5 years, although there are opportunities for schedule acceleration. The sheer size of the building and the building structures, as well as the technical challenges, will present a longer demolition timeline than the X-326 building. As demolition and cleanup at the Portsmouth site continues, the land becomes available for future reuse. As the land becomes available to transfer, the local community benefits. The land provides opportunities for U.S. energy and security and contributes to the U.S. Department of Energy's goal of building a golden era of American energy and innovation.